All right, guys. Hey, teens. Today's skill we're going to go over is in shop class here. So we put Cassidy's car up here on the lift, as you can tell. So today we're just going to do the simple job of checking her power steering belt and changing her oil. I know you don't have a lift at home necessarily. If you are doing this at home, if you decide to learn to do your own oil changes, that's awesome because that gives you a chance to check things out, what's worn. If you're doing it at home, down here, here's a rolling floor jack. They make them in many different sizes. You may even have your own car jack. If you jack it up at home, make sure you're also using these here, jack stands. Okay, jack it up and you put these under to the height underneath the frame, part of the frame of the car. Okay, do not get under a car with just the jack. It is dangerous. If this ever gives out, it'll crush you. Okay, so always, if you're using a jack, put jack stands under it if you're getting underneath the cars. Okay, so car ramps, jack stands. This case, we're going to use a car lift that we happen to have here in the shop. If you're going to jack it with a jack, make sure you look underneath of where you want to jack from. Okay, so what we call the frame, the main part, the welded part, heavy steel. This is a frame that comes across here and across all the way around this whole front of this car here. So if I was rolling a jack underneath, I would put the jack right here in the middle underneath the frame. You put the jack stands over here on the sides of the frames. Here's a piece of frame. I would put my jack stand under here and under here. Okay? So then you're safe to get underneath the car. When you're underneath the car, the girls already noticed, you'll see something dripping here. But today, what we're going to do is, first of all, we're going to drain the oil. We've already looked up in the owner's manual. If you don't have an owner's manual, Google it. Find out the year and what size motor. And then it'll tell you, and then ask for the oil capacity. Same in the owner's manual. This particular car takes a 5W30 oil, and it takes 5 quarts of oil with an oil filter change. Now normally you drain the oil and take the filter out from underneath the car. This particular car here, it's going to be easier to get to the oil filter from up top. But so right here, we find out where the oil is. There's a bunch of pans under here. But you find one that's actually got a drain plug. You can see it on the camera right here where I'm pointing. Maybe a little bit dark, but there's a drain plug right here. This is the engine. Above this is the oil pan for the engine. We happen to have a 14mm wrench here that we're just going to pop the oil pan. You can use anything for a drain pan. We happen to have this fancy little gizmo here. Okay. So this oil is going to be pretty warm when it comes out. Okay, so don't burn yourself. Okay, you don't want it. You can let it cool a little bit before you change the oil. Now you can see as you look through that oil, it's in really nice shape, really. That's a good thing. So now that we've let the oil drain, you can see it's down to just a trickle. So we make sure we put our plug back in. Like I said, normally you take the filter out from underneath. This particular car, you have to do it from up top. Okay, we've got the car back down on the ground. This particular one, the oil filter, you got to get it from the top end. Okay, so we went ahead and got our new oil filter. There's several different ways of taking an oil filter off. Okay, you can buy the cup that fits over the filter. I don't have the right cup that fits this particular size. These cups fit over the filter, and then a 3/8 drive ratchet fits into these. Okay, so you can buy the right cup. This is an adjustable oil filter wrench. This will fit multiple. As you tighten it, it grabs the oil filter and turns it off. We're not using that one today. Here's a handheld one. This is adjustable for different size oil filters. Your larger one, medium, and your small one. Okay, in this particular application, this one's difficult to get to with this oil filter wrench. The one that I'm going to be using here is this particular one. This only does small filters. Anything that's close to this size, and you can tell this is what will fit this filter. Okay, this is very simple. 3/8 drive ratchet fits in it. You slip it over the end of the filter and turn lefty-loosey, okay? All right, we got it on. Now we're just going to tighten it, hand tighten it. I think as soon as that gasket meets, as soon as it touches, you can feel it touch. You're supposed to turn it a quarter turn according to what the filter says right on the outside. The filter will say just how far you're supposed to turn it. Do not put the wrench on it and squeeze it too tight, okay? So your filter's on. The next thing will be, here's your oil fill cap. Many times they say what kind of, this one says 5W30 right on it. That's the oil that we're going to put in it. Okay, we're going to use a funnel. This one, like I said, takes 5 quarts. That's really nice. You can buy it in the 1-quart cans, or you can, this one here is a 5-quart jug. Okay, 5W30, that's what we're looking for. Funnels. You can go buy a funnel. I use enough oil cans that I just cut the bottom off an oil can, 1-quart oil can, and it does just fine for a funnel, okay? All right, guys, I hope you check out your car. Go ahead and comment below, or send us pictures, send us video of you working on your car. There's a lot of things, you know, you got a question, say, Mr. Harold, how do I change the headlights in the car? Some are easy, some are more difficult. Light bulbs, the whole headlamp assembly, different things like that. Even brakes, we can get into that sometime, maybe another time. They're not, you know, there's a lot of stuff you can do yourself. I know what they get for prices today. But have some fun with it. But yes, please let us have your comments. And we really love to see your pictures and videos. Send them to us at campcrosspoint.org. Okay? Good to see you guys. See you later.